right, guys, we're going to do a little bit of conditioning with Coach Max. We're going to start with our rocket pencil jumping jacks. I think most of you know this by now, but if you don't, let's do a little reminder of what a rocket looks like. Our legs are apart and our arms are up to the sky, and we're like a rocket, okay? And then let's show what our pencil is. Legs together and arms down, we're nice and straight, okay? So we're gonna do our rocket pencil jumping jacks. Let's do a few slowly first. Rocket, pencil, rocket, pencil, rocket, pencil. Good job, guys. All right, let's do 5 fast all together. Here we go. Rocket, pencil, rocket, pencil, rocket, pencil, rocket, pencil, rocket, pencil. Did you do it? Good job. All right. How about our nice straight jump? Now, I know your floor at home isn't as bouncy as ours, but jumping up and down is so good for our legs. Coach Max is putting his arms nice and straight, and I want you to jump 10 times up in the air as high as you can. Go! Good jumping. Keep going. You've got about 5 left. Good jumping, guys. All right, let's do our squat jump. Remember, this is when we bend our knees, we put our fingertips on the ground, our face is looking forward, and then we jump up as high as we can, and we go back to our squat. Okay, so let's practice a slow one. When I say jump, I want you to jump as high as you can and go back to your squat. Here we go, jump, and back down. And let's do another slow one. Jump, and back to our squat. Good job. One more slow one. When I say jump, jump, and back to our squat. Good job. All right, now I want you to do 5 more along with Coach Max. Here we go. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, guys. You did a good squat jump. Now, we're gonna add something new in today. We're gonna try burpees. Some of you have done this and some of you haven't. We're gonna have Coach Max turn sideways, and we're gonna have him show us a push-up hold. Now, we've practiced on that before, and so a lot of you know that. Flat hands, flat back, looking at the floor. Do you remember that push-up hold? Everybody get down and try your push-up hold. All right, good job, guys. So we're gonna add a push-up hold into our squat jump, and that's gonna be called a burpee. So we're gonna start with our arms up. We're gonna go down into our squat. We're gonna jump our legs out to a push-up hold. We're gonna jump them back to a squat, and then up to the sky. That is a burpee, okay? Let's try it again. Let's start up. Arms up, down to our squat, legs out to a push-up hold, back to a squat, up to the sky. All right, we're gonna try one more slow one. These can kind of get you mixed up, but I think you can do it. Arms are up, nice and straight, and we're gonna go down to a squat, jump our legs out to a push-up hold, back to a squat, jump to the sky. That is a burpee. And someday you're all gonna have to do those in gym class. All right, so let's do 5 burpees together. Here we go, and begin. There's 1. There's 2. 3, you got 2 left. 4, and 5. That's a good one you can ask your mom and dad to do with you. Burpees are so good for us. All right, let's do our push-up hold now that we just looked at, but you guys know this one. Let's have Coach Max turn sideways so you can see his body. Nice straight back, toes digging into the floor, and we're gonna hold it for 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, guys. You can put your knees down, shake out your arms a little bit, and we're gonna do it one time. Remember, we need to learn a good push-up hold so we can do great push-ups someday. Here we go, push-up hold one more time. See how his straight arms are coming right out of his shoulders, and his back is straight, and his head is looking at the floor between his hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, guys. Let's do some sit-ups. Now, when you're at the gym, we usually have you tuck your feet under the porta pit. We're gonna have Max go tuck his feet under the porta pit, and he's gonna bend his knees. He's gonna put his arms across his chest or behind his head like wings. Do you wanna show the wings? So you can do it either way, you choose. Now, I know you don't have a big porta pit at home, but you can use your couch, or maybe mom or dad will hold your feet. All right, we're gonna do 10 sit-ups. Coach Max is gonna do the hands across his chest, and when he comes up, he's gonna make sure that his head is looking forward. And here we go, let's do 10. And 1, 2, keep your neck stretched out. 3, and your knees together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You only have 2 left. 9, 10. Good job, guys. You are getting strong.
Hey guys, it's Coach Riley from MFG, and today we're going to do some stretching. So we're going to start in our pike sit, legs straight out in front of us, toes are pointed, and we're going to start with our arms up and open seated pike. Now we're going to reach down to our toes, try and touch your toes, and we're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, and arms back up. Now flex your feet so your toes go straight up to the ceiling, and you're gonna reach for your toes. Try and pull them back. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now we're gonna go into our straddle sit. So our legs go out to the side, arms go up and open seated straddle. We're gonna reach for one side, try and hit your forehead to your knee. Point your toes. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Up to the ceiling and back down to the other side. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now we're gonna go back up into open seated pike and down into pancake through the middle. Make sure your toes stay up towards the ceiling and your legs stay super, super straight. So we're gonna reach for the middle, and you're gonna count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're gonna go into our butterfly sit. So legs, feet together, knees out to the side, and we're gonna hold it. And if you can lean down if you want more of a stretch. Put your knees down to the ground. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And you can flap your butterfly wings and fly all over the place. Okay, now we're gonna rock and roll our backs for our candlestick. So we're gonna rock and roll our backs 3 times. You're gonna give your knees a nice big hug. You're gonna roll back and forwards. 2 more. And back and forwards. Good job. Now for our candlestick, arms stay on the ground or on our backs, and we roll back onto our back. Feet go straight up in the air, and we hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Make sure your feet go straight up and not back. Okay, last one is tabletop. So we start giving our knees a nice big hug. Hands go right next to your feet. Slide your hands back. Make sure your fingers are facing your toes. And you're gonna lift your butt up off the ground and try and hold it as high as you can. Make sure your head is not sticking back and you're looking at your knees. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job.
All right, kids, we have a fun game we're going to play today. We're going to do a scavenger hunt. A scavenger hunt is when you look for different things around your house or around your yard, or sometimes people even play it in their whole neighborhood. We're just going to play it in the house today, and we're going to play a special scavenger hunt. We're going to do alphabet scavenger hunt. Okay, so we're going to try to find things in the house. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to go look around the house and then bring it back. Okay, are you ready? We're going to start with A. A is for apple. I want you to go find an apple and bring it back. Okay, it can be a real apple or maybe a puzzle piece that's an apple. Or if you really can't find an apple, you could bring another piece of fruit. But I want you to go find an apple. A is for apple. Ready, go. All right, did you find your apple? Good job, guys. All right, we've got another alphabet scavenger hunt. This time, B is for book. I want you to go find a book and bring it back. Ready, go. All right, I see that you found your book. That was pretty easy. I bet some of you had a book right in the room where you're doing this video. All right, we're on C now. C is for comb. I want you to go find a comb for your hair. I bet there's one in the bathroom, in the drawer, or the cupboard. Ready, go. All right, did you find your comb? Good job, guys. All right, next is what? A, B, C, D. And D is for dog. If you have a dog, I want you to get that doggy of yours in the room where you're doing this video. Or if you don't have a dog, I want you to go find a stuffed animal that's a dog. Okay, can you do that? D is for dog. Ready, go. Oh, good job. Look at all the cute doggies out there. Good job looking for a dog. Okay, we're on E now. And E is for egg. Okay, now don't get me in trouble by breaking an egg, but I want you to go get an egg. Or you could also get an Easter egg. You know the little plastic ones? Maybe you have one of those. All right, E is for egg. Ready, go. All right, I see that you got your egg back. I want you to gently put that somewhere nice and safe. We have a few more alphabet scavenger hunts to go on. Do you know what letter is after E? A, B, C, D, E, F. F is for fork. Okay, I want you to go get a fork now. Don't run when you got that fork in your hand. I don't want you to stab anybody with it. All right, go get a fork. Ready, go. All right, I see that you found a fork. Good job. We've got 2 left. G is for gymnastics. You don't have to run anywhere for this one. I would like you to try a forward roll. Remember, that's our fancy word for somersault. Remember, present, arms up, and then you're going to squat down, and you're going to put your hands on the ground, and then you're going to look at your belly button, and then roll over and stand up. Ta-da! All right, do your forward roll because G is for gymnastics. Okay, now we're going to do one more. Do you see the picture? I want you to do a V sit. Now it's okay if you don't have a beam. You can do your V sit right on the floor. Put your hands behind you. Lean back on your hands and then lift your legs and your toes up in the air so your body makes a V. V sit. Good job, guys. All right, we have one more scavenger hunt left. Do you know what letter comes after G? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H is for hat. I want you to go find a hat. Now you can get a baseball kind of hat, or you could get a cowboy hat, or a winter hat, whatever kind of hat you want. Ready, go! All right, guys, you did a good job finding a hat. Look at all those fun hats. So we found an apple and a book and a comb and a dog and an egg and a fork. We did some gymnastics and we found a hat. You guys did really good on your alphabet scavenger hunt. Now listen, when we're done with this video, you need to go put all of those things back away. Don't leave them out for mom or dad or grandma or grandpa to have to put away. Make sure you put them away when we're all done. Good job, guys. All right, guys, we're going to work on our forward roll. I know you're getting really good at those, but we need to always keep working on those. We have Coach Riley with us, and she's going to show us the present. Remember, present, legs together, arms up. It's how we start and how we end our forward roll. Next, we do our squat. Kind of like when we stretch and we get our knees bent and our hands out in front of us. Make sure our hands aren't too close to our feet. We need some room. All right, next is when we start to kind of lift up our booty and look at our belly button. Then we put the back of our neck and the tops of our shoulders on the floor and we roll over. Stand up and present again, or we can call that finish. Good job. Why don't you back up again? Now remember, guys, we don't want to put the top of our head on the floor. We need the back of our neck and the tips of our shoulders. All right, Coach Riley, let's show another present. And then we're gonna squat with our hands out in front of us and our knees bent. Then we lift up our booty while we look at our belly button. Then we get the back of our neck and our shoulders on the floor, roll over, stand up, ta-da! Good job. Let's have Coach Riley turn sideways now so you can see it from the side. All right, Coach Riley's gonna present again. Nice and straight, arms up to the sky. She's stretching. And now she's gonna move into her squat with bending her knees, hands on the floor. Now she's gonna tip her booty up in the air while she looks at her belly. And neck and back on the floor, roll over, stand up, and finish. Good job. All right, guys, let's do some forward rolls together. Here we go. Present and squat and look at your belly button. Roll over, stand up, ta-da. Now, sometimes we get stuck when we're sitting down. Coach Riley, can you sit down? We want to end with our knees up and our arms up in the air. Even if we can't stand up, we want to end like this. And if we keep practicing, we will be able to stand up. But what we don't want to do is put our hands back by our booty and push ourselves up. And we don't want to twist our legs and put them under our other leg and all kinds of things like that, because then our body gets used to that, and that's the wrong way to do it. All right, let's practice a few more forward rolls. All right, everybody, are you ready? Present and squat and look at your belly button. Roll over, stand up, ta-da! Remember, ta-da is also present or finish. All right, here we go. Everybody ready for another one? Present and squat and look at her belly. Roll over and stand up. Now remember, once again, if you can't stand up yet, that's okay. Just do your best and end with your knees up and your feet on the floor. Here we go. Present and squat and look at her belly. Roll over, stand up. Good job, guys. You're doing great on your forward roll. Let's just do one last forward roll. Here we go, guys. Present and squat. Look at our belly button. Roll over, stand up, present. Nice job, guys.
Okay, kids, it's time to go find something to make a little beam out of. Go find some tape or ribbon or a jump rope. Go ask Mom and Dad to help you, and we'll wait right here.
All right, it's time for some beam. We're going to start with our regular walking. Arms out nice and straight. Regular walking. That's 1 foot in front of the other. And a nice, ta-da! Good job. All right. I know a lot of you haven't been on beam or for a while, but let's try that regular walking again. And we'll try to not look at the beam. Arms out and ta-da! Good job. All right. We are going to do sideways walking now. Let's put our arms out nice and straight. Sideways walking Okay, sideways walking. Good job. And then we always turn front ways to jump off our beam.
Ta-da!
Very good. And then let's try sideways the other way. So our other leg is moving out. There we go. Sideways walking, staying on our little beam. And front ways now.
Ta-da!
Good job. All right, let's try releve. Do you remember that's our fancy word for tippy toe? Arms out nice and straight. Way up high on our tippy toes. Good job.
Ta-da!
Stay on that beam while you're doing your tippy toes. Let's try tippy toe again. Remember our fancy word is releve. Our arms are out nice and straight and we're keeping our feet on our little beam.
Ta-da!
Good job. All right, let's try baby flamingo. Arms out, and we're gonna lift one knee up, and then we just stop for a little bit. Knee up, knee up. There, you look like a big pink flamingo on the beach, balancing on its leg with one knee up.
Ta-da!
Very good. That was very good, baby flamingos. All right, let's try a little bit of hopping. We're gonna put our hands on our hips and our feet together, and we're gonna hop on our little beam. Don't fall off. Good job.
Ta-da!
Good job hopping. All right, let's try, we're gonna try something a little bit new. We're gonna put our arms out and we're gonna try to kick one leg up just a little bit and then put it back down. And now the other leg. Oh, yes. Very good. And then if you feel like you can kick your leg up even a little higher without falling off, you can try that. Very good.
Ta-da!
All right, now we're gonna try one. We're gonna just try to go as fast as we can across the beam. Ready, go. Don't fall off.
Ta-da!
Very good. And now I want you to do your favorite one across the beam. Oh, baby flamingo is a good choice. Very nice.
Ta-da!
All right, now I want you to stand in the middle of the little beam that you made, and we're gonna try some of our skills. Now, these are the ones that we usually do on our little blue beam. Let's start with our V sit. We're gonna sit down on our bottom, put our hands behind us on our beam, and then when we feel nice and balanced and leaning back, we lift up our toes and we look at our toes. 1, 2, 3. Good job. We're gonna do that one again. This time I want you to say, I love gymnastics. Here we go. I love gymnastics. That's V-sit. All right, now let's do our knee scale. We're gonna start in our puppy dog. Do you remember puppy dog? We get down on our hands and our knees, and we're gonna look forward, and our hands are gonna be on the beam. We know our beam is a little smaller, so you can kind of pretend. And now when we feel ready, we're gonna lift up our back leg and put it out as far as we can and point our toe and lift it up. Oh, that's beautiful. Good job, guys. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Now put your knee back down. Let's try it on the other side. Now, sometimes we're not as, it's not as easy to balance on our other side, but let's give it a try. We'll have Coach Abby lift her other leg up. There we go. We're going to hold it up. This time we're going to say, I love gymnastics. Very good. All right. Let's try arabesque. Okay, that's another fancy word. You remember this one, guys? We're going to stand up nice and straight. We're going to put our arms out. We're going to put one leg behind, and when we feel ready, we're going to lift it up and balance. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Now we're going to do that one again with the same leg, and I want you to notice how Coach Abby has her face looking forward and her chest is nice and straight, like she's standing up nice and straight, but then lifting your leg up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Arabesque. All right, guys, we're going to try it with our other leg. And once again, it might be a little harder to balance on your bad leg, we call it sometimes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Let's try that opposite leg one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Arabesque. Good job, guys. All right, let's try coupe. And coupe is kind of a fancy way of saying baby flamingo. But instead of walking, we're just going to hold our knee up and put our arms out and balance. I love gymnastics. Very good. Let's put that knee down. Let's put our other knee up. We'll try it again. Here we go. I love gymnastics. Now, you don't even need a beam to practice a balance move like that when you're only on one leg. That you can practice anywhere. All right, let's try our little tuck jump now. Okay, remember tuck jump is when we bend our knees up in the air. So when you're ready, I want you to try to jump up in the air, bring your knees up, and then come back, land on your beam, and put your arms out to balance. Here we go, tuck jump. Oh, that was a big one. Good job, guys. We're going to try a few more of those. Okay, are you ready? Here we go, tuck jump. Nice job. All right, let's try one more tuck jump. Here we go, tuck jump. Good job. Okay, now I want you to do your favorite skill on your little beam. You could do a V-sit again. You could do a knee scale. You could do arabesque. You could do coupe, or you could do a tuck jump again. Go ahead now. Do your favorite move. Coach Abby chose arabesque. Very nice. All right, guys, you did a great job on the beam today. All right, guys, we are going to work on some handstands with Coach Riley. But first, we want a little reminder of how we start a handstand. And it's the same way we end a handstand. It is with a lunge. All right, so let's take a look at Coach Riley. She's got her front leg out in front of her back leg. Her knee is bent. Her arms are up by her ears. Her back leg, see how it's pushing straight back? Almost like she's pushing her knee backwards. Her feet are flat. There's no tippy toes. And her body is pushing forward. Her head is looking forward. And that is our lunge. Okay, I'd like you to all practice your lunge. Take a look at Coach Riley and now try a lunge, just like she's doing. Okay, so lunge is how we start our handstand. And if you remember, it's how we start our cartwheel and it's how we end both of those. So this is our lunge. All right, the next step after our lunge is when we add a lever, and we're trying to make almost like a capital T with our body. So Coach Riley is going to get back in her lunge. Now she's going to show us a lever. Her arms go down while her leg goes up, and then go back to lunge. That is such a good thing to practice for your balance and learning your handstand and cartwheel, going from lunge to lever and back to lunge. Okay, so those are very important to learn: lunge, lever. Okay, so let's try the last step, and that's kind of the hard one. Lunge, lever, and then we're going to have Riley kick up. So now she's got her lunge, knee bent, flat feet, arms to her ears, goes into a lever, and then she's going to kick up her leg and back to a lunge. All right, we're gonna have Riley walk through you practicing your handstands. All right.
Hey guys, it's Coach Riley from MFG, and today I'm going to be doing some handstands. Okay, so first we're going to start on the wall. We're going to do a couple handstands against the wall, and then we're going to try and do them not against the wall. Okay, so we always start all of our skills in a lunge. So we're going to lunge, your arms go up to your ears, super, super tight. Your back leg is straight, your front leg goes out, and you bend. And you don't want to stick your tummies out, you want to roll your shoulders over and look where you're going to go, okay? And make sure your front foot is not pointing in, you want it pointing a little bit out, okay? So we're going to start in our lunge. We're going to hold a lunge for 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to lever for 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to kick up into our handstand and hold our handstand for 5 seconds, okay? So start in our lunge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And handstand. And we're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go back to our lunge. And front leg is bent. Back leg is super, super straight. Arms to our ears. And we're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3. Good job. We're going to do a couple more of those, okay? So shake it all out. We're going to do another one. So starting your lunge, front leg is bent, back leg is straight, arms go up to our ears. We're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, lever for 1, 2, 3, and kick up super, super hard. Feet against the wall, point your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to your lunge and hold it for 1, 2, 3. Good job. Okay, shake it all out. We're gonna do 3 more. Okay, lunge. Arms are to our ears. Front foot is facing a little bit out. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna lever. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna kick up as hard as we can against the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down to our lunge. 1, 2, 3. Good job. 2 more. Shake it all out. Maybe give those shoulders a little stretch so you're all ready for the next one. Okay, like always, we're going to start in our lunge, and we're going to make sure that our tummies are not sticking out. We don't want to lunge like that. We want to lunge super tight. So you're going to lunge for 1, 2, 3. Lever for 1, 2, 3. Kick up as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down to our lunge for 1, 2, 3. Good job. Shake it all out. 1 more against the wall. So like always, we're going to start in our super nice lunge. Arms up to our ears. Front foot is pointing a little bit out, and we're going to lever for 1, 2, 3. Handstand for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down to our lunge. And 1, 2, 3. Good job. Okay, now we're going to shake it all out, and we're going to take a little bit of a break so you can get some water. Make sure you stretch out your shoulders a little bit. Do some arm circles. Because now we're going to try some on the real floor, not against the wall, okay? If you need to try more than 5 against the wall, you can do like 10, and then if you're ready after that, then move to the floor, okay? So, we're going to, just like against the wall, we're going to start in our lunge. We're going to start in our lunge, super, super nice and tight. Front leg is bent, toes pointing a little bit out. Arms to our ears, don't stick your bellies out, tuck them in. And you're going to lunge for 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to lever like this for 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to kick up as hard as you can, but no, don't kick up too hard because then you don't want to fall over, okay? If you do, just get right back up and we'll try it again, okay? So if you can't get all the way up straight like this, with your feet up like this, that's okay, just try your best. So, lunge for 1, 2, 3, lever for 1, 2, 3, and handstand, and back down to your lunge for 1, 2, 3. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to do another one. Okay, so lunge for 1, 2, 3, lever for 1, 2, 3. Hold your handstand for as long as you can, and back down to your lunge for 1, 2, 3. Good job. And if you can't keep your handstand up for 5 seconds, just try for 3. And if you can't do 3, just try and get all the way up there, okay? 3 more. Starting our lunge for 1, 2, 3. Lever for 1, 2, 3. Handstand. And back down for 1, 2, 3. Good job. 2 more. Okay. Lunge for 1, 2, 3. Lever for 1, 2, 3. Handstand. And back down for 1, 2, 3. Good job. Shake it all out. And this last one, we're going to make it our best one. So beautiful lunge. Front leg is a little bit bent. Back leg is super, super straight. We're going to lunge for 1, 2, 3. Lever for 1, 2, 3. Handstand. And back down to your lunge for 1, 2, 3. Great job. Make sure you keep on practicing. And if you fall over, just get right back up and try it again, okay? You can do it.
Okay, let's do some backward rolls. Now, it is important that you're on something a little bit soft, like maybe a room with carpet or maybe outside in the grass, okay? All right, so Coach Taryn is going to present. Remember, a backward roll starts with a present and ends with a present, just like the forward roll. So let's see a great backward roll. Stretching, and then hands flat on the floor, feet flat, and stand up. Good job. So we're going to break that down a little bit. First thing, we need to remember that our hands are so important to get flat onto the floor. And sometimes when we're rolling, it's hard to get our hands where we need them. One thing we can think about maybe is doing our moose ears. Remember, we make our moose ears, and then we turn them flat, and we push as hard as we can off the floor. Okay, so keep that in mind. You got to use both your hands in gymnastics, and especially your backward roll. Okay, next is shooting our legs and our knees and our feet all the way over our head. That can be hard because at the same time we're pushing into the floor. So we're going to do a couple little exercises to help us get a little power and get used to that motion of trying to push over. Coach Taryn is presenting, then she's going to squat. Then she's just going to go over with her legs, touch her toes and come back and stand back up. All right, let's try that again. Okay, present, squat. She's going to push her legs over, touch the floor, and come back. All right, let's do that 5 times in a row. Here we go. Present and go. Touch your toes. Stand back up. Now, if you can't stand back up right away, that's okay. Just do your best. And let's do another one. And push those legs over. And stand back up. So remember, the standing up part is not the important part of this drill. The important part is to go with power, legs over your head, and back. Okay? And let's do another one of those. Here we go. Legs over your head and back. All right. Did we do 4 or was that 5? Let's do one more, okay? So you know what this motion is. And go. And push. There we go. So now, the pushing our legs over our head is so important, and the hands flat is so important. Now, I want to remind you not to push your legs up to the sky when you're doing a backward roll. Not like that. That's wasting a lot of your energy. I want you to think about shooting your legs just right over your head as hard and fast as you can. All right, let's go for the whole backward roll now. And present, and squat, and push, and stand up straight. Okay? Now, I know that for some of you, getting both those hands flat is the hardest part. A lot of times we find one hand flat and 1, we end up on our forearm. Our forearm is right there. We don't want that, okay? So we gotta work on getting our hands flat. Let's try a few more backward rolls. Present and squat, push, and stand up straight. All right, let's try one more, Coach Taryn. Present and squat and push and stand up. Good job, guys. Now I want you to do 3 more backward rolls on your own. Okay? Work hard to get those hands flat and push hard to get your legs over your head.
All right, kids. I hope you enjoyed class today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.